Morgan Freeman wants to host Saturday Night Live. Ex-host Woody Harrelson has his again. Morgan Freeman has seemingly done all an actor can do, as evidenced by means of the sheer quantity of Lifetime Achievement Awards he's obtained, 4 which might be of Word, including a Kennedy Center owner. However, there's still one container left for him to check, and he ought to do so mere blocks away from where he's presently sitting, in a swanky motel close to Valuable Park. Freeman sits next to his Now You See Me, Now You Don't co-star, Woody Harrelson, who has already finished this feat that Freeman hasn't. Absolutely, Harrelson has carried it out 5 times. Start the day smarter. Get the information you need in your inbox every morning. Oh, I'd find it irresistible if he hosted, Harrelson 44 says. Freeman replies, host what? Saturday Night Live. I wouldn't mind hosting it at all, Freeman 88 says. As a matter of fact, it'd be a feather in the old cap, you know? The two snicker, and Harrelson hopes that SNL creator Lorne Michaels sees this. It's been a long haul, Freeman says, of his career, which has spanned over 5 decades. He believes that getting the call to host hasn't happened by now. It in all likelihood isn't in the works. Not so fast, Mr. Freeman. The oldest ever host on SNL was Betty White. She, too, was 88 years younger when she hosted in 2010. Morgan Freeman was the last unifier on the Now You See Me 3 set. The third installment within the magician-driven thriller franchise, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, in theaters now, sees Essenberg, Fisher, and Franco all reprise their roles as the Four Horsemen, an elite group of magicians. They join forces with a new set of horsemen, Justice Smith, Dominic Sessa, and Ariana Greenblatt, to decrease an evil jeweler from selling the world's biggest diamond to a nefarious actor for the purposes of money laundering. Essenberg and Fisher recall the early days on set, when the original Horsemen and the new group weren't exactly on the same page. They hung out in separate cliques until it was time to film. They used strange words like Riz and Slay, Fisher 49 jokes. There were things we couldn't connect to given our elder age. Essenberg recalls when the tides turned as Freeman, who plays a former magician turned truth teller, and the Grand Master of the Eye, a society of magicians, came to set. Essenberg says that when the Oscar winner arrived, there was someone from the other generation totally. That was like the day we all joined forces together, Sessa 23 says. We're all nervous. Greenblatt 18 adds, we all knew our lines. We all were on our marks. We all were on time. Essenberg says that wasn't always the case. Let's just say the original Horseman got to set first. But by the end, we were a single unit. As for Freeman, he never expected to play the role of unifier on set. I'm always thrown for a loop when it seems or appears that I'm as popular as I seem to be. You don't want to become self-aware, you know? Walk into a room and expect everyone to jump or clap or do something. You always want to be surprised if people like you. Otherwise, you become a kind of what do you call people who are so full of themselves that you can't stand them? Conceited? Narcissistic? Harrelson replies, before revealing the piece of advice he gives to young actors who are on the uprise. You know what? If people are telling you you're great, nothing wrong with that. In fact, great. But the second you start believing it, that's a problem.